Drop the charges against Jason, or I will go straight to Alexis and tell her that you slept with Sam.
Yeah, go ahead and tell the woman who's fighting for her life that her daughter that she needs around to help her through her chemo slept with her husband.
You got a lot to lose, Rick. A wife, a child, a career. You're too smart to let this thing come out.
You bluffing.
You want to tell me what I just walked in on?
Nothing to be concerned about.
His timing is impeccable. Last chance, Rick. It's about time you heard what your husband's been up to.
I already know what you're going to say. You're going to say that he hates Jason and that he's going to have him arrested for attempted murder. But I highly doubt that the charges will stick, so you don't have to worry.
The case against Jason is solid. You tried to kill me. You just read the police report.
I did. Refresh my memory about the alleged assault.
Alleged? What do you mean alleged? How do you think I got in the hospital?
Just tell me, Rick.
I went to question Jason, routine questioning about mob business. I found him in the garage of his apartment building.
Did you have a warrant?
No, I said it was routine questioning, so there was no
police backup.
I didn't feel that I was going to need. He just snapped. I told you all this before.
Right?
What are you talking about? No, there was witnesses. There would be, and of course, Sonny.
Okay, what did you see, Sonny?
Rick, he called me, right, to meet him at Jason's, and I was walking through the garage, and I saw Rick provoke Jason.
And how did Jason respond?
Like, he was just, like, right? He was just standing there, like, not doing anything.
So there was no attack?
Not that I saw.
Just to be clear, you did not see Jason assault Rick?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay, I see. So I did this to myself. That's what you're saying.
Well, I wouldn't put it past you. He was just probably looking for a fight. He got one and he lost, and now he's blaming Jason because it's convenient. You said yourself you think Jason's an animal, you want him locked up, and now you're in a position to make it happen.
You see my point here?
I mean,
it's your word against his. You don't have a case. It's not enough to prosecute. Drop the charges.
This is crazy. Sonny had to drag Jason off me to keep him from killing me.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, come on. Of course he's not going to incriminate his own mob enforcer.
What about evidence? Do you have forensics evidence? Do you have DNA? No. Did they scrape under his fingernails? Anything? Documentation? Does he have scrapes on his forearms, scratches on his face?
I needed medical attention. One of Sonny's guards brought me to the hospital while Sonny got Jason out of the country.
I understand that, but you have no witnesses. You have no forensics evidence. You have nothing.
Alexis, why are you trying to help Jason? Why do you want to...
This isn't about helping Jason. It's about helping you. You don't have a case,
You keep pushing this, Rick. You're going to hurt yourself, and you're going to hurt a lot of other people.
I'm not going to allow myself to be blackmailed.
Fine! You want to end this right now?
I agree. I think we should just end this right now. Rick, I know, we all know how much you hate Jason. It's long-standing, it's mutual, it's permanent. So I think the only way to solve this problem is for the two of you to just stay away from each other.
No, I am the DA. Jason is a criminal. It is my job to make sure that he is prosecuted for crime.
Just do it for me. So I don't have to deal with this when I'm trying to get better.
You want me to neglect my duties as interim DA and ignore the fact that Jason tried to kill me?
You're the one who told me to keep a positive attitude. The prospect of Jason going to jail and you and Sonny fighting with each other continually is not positive. It upsets me.
Why are you trying to...
It makes me obsess about my death and worry about what's going to happen to my children.
Why are you trying to defend Jason?
I'm trying to protect myself. So if you care about me, if you care about my family, if you care about your family, drop the charges and back off Jason.
Fine.
Thank you. The charges are dropped. Jason can come back.
Thank you very much. I hope you feel better, Rick.
That was quite a performance, counselor.
Think of it as benevolent intervention, Rick. You were going to embarrass yourself in a courtroom. You weren't going to win the case.
Yeah, maybe.
But I have to wonder, if Jason had tried to kill Sonny, would you be so quick to defend and forgive? Alexis,
Why aren't you at the hospital?
check myself out.
Against doctor's orders?
What's the problem? As far as you're concerned, I wasn't even attacked.
It's not what I said, Rick. I said that you couldn't prove that it was Jason who
Drop the
attacked you.
charges.
It's a good call.
And if it's okay with you, I'm going to be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Fine.
Why are you doing this?
Could you be a little more specific?
I've supported you through your cancer in every way that I know how. I've held your job for you. I have tried to get along with Sam for the benefit of the family exactly as you wanted. I just don't understand how you're repaying me by making sure Jason doesn't go to jail when you know full well that he tried to kill me. I just don't know how to respond to that.
You could start by not harassing me when I feel this
No,
crappy.
Alexis, I know that you have cancer, but that does not give you carte blanche to do whatever you want and to hurt whomever you want.
What about what you've done to me, Rick?
I'll get that for you.
I've made mistakes, all right, but I'm not the only one. Okay, you've lied, you've manipulated, you shut me out.
Can we not have this discussion right now?
Okay, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. See, it's either your way, Alexis, or it's no way, and the cancer's only made it worse.
You gonna blame me for having the cancer?
No, I'm not going to blame you for having the cancer. I'm going to blame you for using your cancer to try to control everything.
Ever since I was diagnosed with this cancer, I have bent over backwards to try to make this okay.
You know,
for
you
the
didn't even
family.
tell me about the diagnosis right away. You had to withhold that from me, Alexis. You told the mayor that you had cancer before you told
Rick,
me.
are you ever gonna let
You know what? I'm not going to continually take flack for not being the one who's close to you, okay? Because the fact of the matter is you don't want anybody close to you. You're going to do everything, you're going to make every excuse in the world to not have me close to you. You're going to use the girls, you use work, you'll even use your cancer. So why don't you just come out and say it, Alexis? You can't stand the sight of me.
I can't.
Right, because I'm not Sonny. Because every time you look at me, you see the one that got away, right? And somehow that's my fault.
Every time I look at you, I see you having sex with my daughter.
I don't know what you heard,
That's what
Alexis.
I heard, Rick. It's what I saw with my own eyes. You and my daughter having sex right over there on the floor.
Didn't you think I wouldn't find it?
You want to be alone?
No, that's okay. I'll tied up the knots right now anyway. I wanted so badly to know whether Lucky or Jason was the father of this baby, and now all of a sudden I don't.
You can put it off if you want, you know.
No, I have to know. So I can figure out what to do next. It's a relief to finally know. It's what I expected.
I'm not surprised you're feeling this way. I mean, Lucky's an addict. It's hard to tell what kind of father he's going to be.
He's committed to getting clean.
You know, I've known Lucky since he was a kid, and considering what he's been through in his life, it's amazing he's not more screwed up. But what I do know is that at the heart of Lucky, there's a man who knows the value of family.
Yeah, but he's not taking drugs.
Assuming Lucky stays clean, I think you and your children are better off. And the reason I say that is because Jason's not ready to have family. His work is incredibly dangerous, and a baby would just make it worse.
You're right. It's for the best.
Sam and I were here together the night of the blackout. I'm sure you remember it was incredibly hot.
Is that why you felt compelled to take your clothes off?
you'd had a really horrible day. You were very upset and very angry at the world.
And at me, apparently.
Yeah, well, you didn't help. Look, Alexis, I admit, things got a little intense between me and Sam, but it wasn't any...
Intense? Intense? Is that how you describe what you did with my daughter? It was sex, Rick. Sex. Why don't you just say it the way it is?
No. Don't lecture me on honesty, because if you saw anything resembling what you say you did that night, then you've lied about that for how many weeks now?
10.
Yeah.
10 weeks. It was 10 weeks ago that I saw you having sex with my daughter. It was the night after I was diagnosed with cancer. You did not
Right,
remember
yeah, the
those
diagnosis. You had another thing that you lied to me about.
things. What?
The diagnosis, you remember that? That was something else that you lied to me about?
My time's at a premium, Rick, and you are on a very slippery slope. Do you want to continue down that path?
You know what? I'm not denying what I did. I admit what I did. Why are you doing this now?
Because it is way past time for the truth. You want to hear all the gory details? I just found out I had cancer. It was probably the lowest point in my life. And I wanted to go home. To our home. You know, the home where we raise our children. I was looking for my family. Well, I found them, all right. Doing something so inconceivable, so unthinkable that no matter how hard I try, I can't erase it from my mind. You and my daughter having sex is seared into my brain in all of its intense and disgusting detail. It was hateful. It was unforgivable.
Okay.
I just don't know how you could have done that. I will never understand how you could have done that.
How could I have done that? Right, of course, how could I have done that? Of course, how could you have done that, Alexis? You've known for how many weeks already, and you said nothing. You know what? I'm an adulterer, fine. But you're a hypocrite.
Don't you dare make this my fault.
Oh, sure, you know, why should you have to take any of the blame, right? It's all me. I mean, we were so happy in our marriage, right, that why should I ever find comfort with someone else?
It was my daughter, you
Yes, who you had just insulted and rejected. I know the feeling.
Oh, great. Sex is revenge, Rick. What a charming
Okay, that's
family
great, Alexis.
tradition.
Yeah, just good. Be glib. That's exactly what you're good at. What do you expect? You're a cold, distant woman who can only love her children. Why? Because you can control them. You manipulate people, Alexis. And you call it love based on what you think is best for them. Never mind what they think.
Oh, yeah. See, that's an excuse that I never anticipated. I'm the bitch, and you're the victim.
No, of course not. You're the victim, Alexis, right? You're always the victim. You shut down on me, Alexis. You became dismissive. No matter what I did, good or bad, I became nothing more than a warm body across the room. I became a father to your children. When I saw you with the mayor, I jumped to the obvious conclusion. Because I never thought that you would go to that pompous ass and confide in him, rather than coming to me and tell me that you had cancer.
I was struggling with my own mortality, Rick. It never occurred to me that you would use that as an excuse to sleep with my daughter.
Yes, but you kept pushing me towards Sam, right? You made sure we were together. You kept pulling your strings from your hospital bed. You made sure we went to parties, Alexis. You cried crocodile tears to tell me that it was very important that we stayed together as a family. What was that supposed to prove, Alexis? What? Was it supposed to show that maybe we would get back together again? That maybe, oh God, maybe we would sleep together? Well, guess what? If you were betting on that, you lost. I have never put my hands on Sam ever again.
Bully for you. Really, no, bully for you, Rick, because I'm sure there must be a medal somewhere for a husband who only sleeps with his wife's daughter once
Okay.
and not twice.